Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of my Market Watch series. This is Friday, and this is the Grand Exchange talk through episode I do every week. So in terms of what's happened in Runescape this week, we have the release of the Woodcutters Grove, which brought in quite a lot of brand new items in the game, the new planks and the new frames. I did do a video about that relating to the money you can make from that and what is the most profitable. That'll be linked either in the description or in the corner of the video, so keep an eye out for that. Not only that as well, we got the Parcels from the Dead, which is sort of like the new world event, very similar to the Santa promotion, which was at Christmas, where you're collecting a form of currency which you will trade into Posty Pete. Now the items which are linked to this are very like necromancy heavy, so there's a lot of bone drops, ashes, and some other stuff which I think was getting merged for the first couple of weeks. And we get to see how that's reacted in terms of prices. That happened about 4 days ago, so we'll be able to see some changes on the Grand Exchange due to that. And not only that, we've also had the Grand Exchange change from last week. I think this week we're going to see a lot more of a change now because it's given the prices some time to settle, sometimes update, and I think we'll see quite a lot of the mega rares there and blocking the Grand Exchange up. So let's get started anyway. So we'll go to the Grand Exchange, and as always, we'll start with the price rises. So as before, the first couple of slots are all the mega rares. These will be around for a little while until these eventually do settle. Obviously the party hats are a lot over max price, so they'll be like lingering around for a while. As well as that, we've got a couple of the dies, the top tiers, we've got blood and the third age die, the hero item, which is the Grandmaster's pickaxe, pumpkins, discs, a cosmetic from Treasure Hunter, which is sort of like a discontinued rare, Hazelmist Signet, Bow of the Last Guardian, Tavia's Fishing Rod, and a Blue Ween. And this will sort of scatter through the G for a little while until it starts to sort of settle down and get near where the price is. So the Slayer wildcard, which has been at the top of the G for the past sort of like 2-3 weeks, that's up to 6k now, and it seems like there's no real slowing down with it. I think the sort of prices he's buying and selling for is way like in the tens of thousands, and it might even be around 100k. It is quite OP for Slayer, so it will be quite a high price. Third Age Iron is up for archaeology. I still think I made an archaeology video a while ago. It's probably one of my first ones, and it's about sifting soil, using a spell to sift soil. I still believe now at a minute that makes over 10 mil, depending on which sort of areas to soil for. You could make even more money than that, but Third Age Iron is something you'll get from there, and with that being higher in price, there's a lot better of a chance to make even more money. Mahogany frames are up to be expected with the Fort update, same with the limestone bricks, the wall segments, and the wooden frames. Rabbit's Foots have spikes because they're linked to Crush Nest or Bird's Nests, and people need the Bird Nest for the new axe. The Wood Spirits here, they were going to always be there, brand new item, and it's got quite a big chance to like make a lot of profit percentage wise, which is why it will be on the Grand Exchange page. Not because they're making like absolute bang and they're really expensive. It's just because they're up 25%, they'll always be there. The Tree Shaking Scrimshaw did make a lot of money from the start. I bought a couple for 900k on like day of release of Woodcutters Grove. Basically gives you a better chance of getting bird's nests whenever you're woodcutting, and with people after nests now to get the hatchet, it's the best time to do it. If you're able to make them, they're very cheap to make in terms of ancient bones, so it's a good time to cash out your ports if you did have that available. Normal planks, which are for frames, again, frames and planks are through the roof at the minute, so if you do have time, if you do have protein planks, now's the best time to sort of cash out and do them. Hardened dragon bones, which is one of the few bones which isn't included on the Parcels from the Dead. They're still going up, so Addy Dragons are still decent profit. Same with Auger Bones, they're not included, so they'll be decent money as well. Magic Potions linked to Overloads. Overloads will still be dotted around through this because the demand for them, obviously it's really good Herbal XP, it's linked to Necromancy, it's an upcoming update. Overloads, there's a reason for them to be going up. Sander's Fire Torch is linked to woodcutting. Obviously a lot of people are woodcutting this week to get all the Woodcutters Grove stuff. So that's seen a spike, same with the Beaver Pouch again, it's all linked to that one update. I think after this week they'll start to go back down, but it's nice that a Croesus drop, it's still got a little bit more money compared to its normal price. Morchella mushrooms are up. These are quite a nice like little moneymaker if you're doing like farm runs, if you tag them into a farm run. Especially if you've done one of Mauritania diaries, you'll get double mushrooms. So I think it could be something like a 250k patch if you do it, and it's once every like hour and a half. So if you do have time and if you are interested, definitely look at that and definitely give that a try. Extreme Defense, 22k, that is very, very pricey. I would look into what components are in that. I believe it's a Lantadime and a defense pot, so white berries, Cannantine and a Lantadime. Don't know why that adds up to 22k, something must be very expensive there. Or this could be something which is profit. So I'd look at that and see the price for an Extreme Defense and also Extreme Strength. Look at what breaks it down, and there might be something related to that, which is what's causing it to be so high. And it could be a chance for you to get in and make some money, whether you're making a potion itself or whether you're getting a secondary. Or if you're just making a superset as well, that could be quite nice profits. More wooden tree spirits, we're not too bothered about that. Here are the frames. Again, similar to the spirits, these will be sort of plaguing through the Grand Exchange because their price is so high as a percentage. I did, again, I'm going to plug the video, did a video about this. I'll make sure to link it, where I was just testing all the prices and stuff and roughly where everything's set. These could be a very good flip if you are interested in flipping. However, they'll be massively volatile. They'll be, especially the ones like Acadia and Maple and Willow, they'll be very low volume because not a lot of people will be doing them, but they'll be very volatile because of the price. The price will shift a lot. So it's a risk, but if you are looking for a potential merge, frames are pretty good. They've got quite a good buy margin as well. I think there's something like 10k per 4 hours, which is actually pretty good when you consider how many frames they are. Super strength, which might be the thing which is making extreme strength expensive, so I've been looking into that. Extreme range and major there as well, so all the extreme sets, all the super sets, I'll be looking to see if there's profitable herblore on offer, and if it is, jump in and get that done. Woodcutting earns are now 10.7k, which is disgusting, but obviously that is linked to people wanting to woodcut and wanting to get the extra XP as well. Dragonmatic, which is actually slowly like just been working its way up in price for a while. Now this could be down to people not doing big game hunter. It got really cheap, which is when I should have bought it on a noob account, but now it's getting to a price is like the most expensive it's been for a while, so definitely might be doing a video on Big Game Hunter sometime soon. And Perfect Woodcutting Juju, again, linked to that. Elder Tree Seed, again, linked to the spot. And Limestone for the fort. So, obviously, like, the rares are taking up a big chunk of this, but the main things which are included in the price rises are overload supplies, which are very much littered throughout. Definitely be looking at what's going into the potions, if there's profit from making the supers, if there's profit from making the extremes, or if there's profit making the secondaries, or farming the secondaries. There'll be money either way throughout that, and if you're especially a lower account, the secondaries can be quite a good source of profit because people don't want to do it. You got Morchella mushrooms, which are a nice little like addition to your herb run if you do them. There's a lot of stuff linked to Fort Frimfree, which will make you a lot of money. Again, I've got a video for that. Have a look. It talks for everything. There's definitely money to be made whether you're flipping them or making them. If you've got protein planks and you want to convert them into cash, now is the best time to do it. But as well, very much littered with a lot of rare items which will be dotted through the price rises for a little while. And even like looking at a month, just so we've got a bit of a broader aspect, it's pretty much the same sort of stuff. Bones, rares, overload potions, pure, it's all sort of linked to what was stated in the post for the necromancy stuff. Nothing's really much of a shock from what we can see there. And again, just always look at the other options. You're not just linked to the last 7 days. If you look at the month, you could pick something which just sits under the threshold of this page, which is just a steady like increase. I think the Dragonmatic is an example. It's only because it's got a high percentage now and it's built up over like a while. In the early days, this would have been slowly like picking up speed and it wouldn't have been picked up by the front page, but it's over the month, you can definitely see it. And finally, let's go through the price falls. Let's see what's down here. So obviously we've got a lot of the treasure hunter items, a lot of the beach items. Anima price is really low and I'm not quite sure why. I'm trying to buy these full things now because it's going to be my method to fletch. It's quite AFK, especially doing the god arrows. You'll make a lot of GP and it's very, very AFK. So it's a bit weird how Anima full especially is just almost like completely melted. And it's definitely at the lowest point in 6 months. By all means, I'll just keep buying it because it's AFK fletching. It's very good XP, but it's very weird. We're still sort of littered with the royal capes and the shoulder capes from the last Yak Track promo. Hopefully we won't see another one of those for a while, which stops all these items being littered through the falls. Magic Seed, which are very cheap. Golden Fruit Tree Seed, again, very cheap. So if you want some cheap farm XP, that is on offer. Iron Ore, which is crashed about a third, which you could look at iron bars. Iron bars could be decent money, they normally are. And again, steel bars could be decent if you're obviously a lower account. Here is something I would be looking to pick up though. Mahogany planks at 1.5k. Now that is where I would normally buy ready for a bonus XP weekend. They are the lowest they've been in 6 months and they make profit with mahogany frames. Now mahogany frames are here, there's a viable way to like make profit with them. I think that's the reason they have fallen because of the new construction method, but the new construction method still needs mahogany planks. And because these are so cheap, it's just going to fund them even more. Even though you won't be buying them for the method itself, people will be buying them to make planks. So if you are looking for an investment, maybe flip, or if you're going to train construction yourself, very good time to buy these because they are black dragons. If you're a player owned farmer, 200k, that's dropped 33%. Again, very cheap. The effect of all the Zami camping, Boots of Sub, Ward of Sub, and the Zami Spear. Gloves of Subjugation as well. Water runes are on the decline, which I think is down to the update to the Staff of Armor. It weren't as good as it should have been. Manuscript of Wen, which is what actually made Archglacior like a little bit more profit than normal, is on its way down. Again, very good item for the price. Definitely recommend it if you haven't got one already. And looking through the rest, some armor pages. Again, because it's now outclassed, it used to be really good. It isn't as much now. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, you pretty much your normal set of price declines. Again, mahogany planks there would be of an interest for me to buy. I'm buying the animas as well because I'm going to use them for fletching. Obviously, you don't need to, but that's just what I'm doing. Addy longswords have got down 43%. That could be something decent for components if you're looking for cheap invention components. But apart from that, it's just a lot of the cosmetic tokens and just general junk, really. Nothing too big there. What I'll do, like I did in the last one, let's just check over a month, see if there's anything like majorly there. I think you'll find that a lot of the stuff is still the same. So if we go through, yeah, it's a lot of Yak Track stuff and nothing too bad. But yeah. So that is this episode of Market Watch done. This is week 3. Again, I hope you guys have enjoyed. The past 2 episodes have gone down really well. And again, thank you for your support. Thank you for the comments and thank you for any suggestions. If you have any more, please leave them in the comments. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you again next Friday. And this will be every Friday. Market Watch will be happening on the channel. So if you are looking forward to more episodes, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. But anyway, guys, I'll be back on the weekend for some more videos. And I'll see you guys very soon.